You're watching a segment of The Splash, Greater West Bloomfield's news magazine show. Welcome back to The Splash, everyone. I'm Jonathan Jackson. My guests on the show this week are the Mack sisters. How are you ladies doing today?
Hi, we're doing great.
That's great.
Thank you for having us here.
Yes. No, you guys have been playing together for so long, and you had a very successful career. 20 years, I believe, right?
At least, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes. So when you two were growing up and doing music, how did that come about? Was it your parents that influenced you, or maybe something else?
Our parents did influence us a little bit. Our father, who loved music, he bought an upright piano for us when we were living in Tokyo in Japan. And so my sister, she started taking piano lessons.
When I was 5.
Yeah,
yes.
And then I followed her route.
Okay.
But I think our parents always encouraged us to share our music with the others. So whenever we had a friends or family over, even when we were little, we were always entertaining them, and then just try to make people's life better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, in Siblings, did you guys have any rivalry at all? I mean, you started piano first, and then Tomoko, you started after.
Yeah.
So, were you both like separate then at the time?
Right, individual.
We
Okay.
were doing solo works mainly.
Okay.
But I don't think there was too much rivalry. I think that we had a very good teacher who was very aware that we were siblings. So
Okay.
sometimes we will do something like a duet together, but most of the time we will be doing solo works. And yes.
But because we had one instrument, you can imagine that sometimes, yes, it was this little bit of push, and because it's like my turn,
Who got to practice at what
Yes,
time
right.
or what?
Whenever I start practicing, she wants to do it that time.
I'm sure.
But it was all good, and we always had a music in our life, and so it was very
Absolutely.
nice. And we used to sing and dance together, and
Yeah.
I think that
Singing
really
was
helped us.
fun.
Yeah, I think that helped us really being together, performing, because as a duo pianist, we really have to feel each other, and also we have to interpret the music in a similar way. And singing together growing up and dancing, and then that really brought us together, and then feel the music very similar way.
It sounds like you guys have always been involved in the arts, just growing
Yes.
up, and especially when you went to college at OU. Can you tell us a bit about that? Is that where you started working together as duo pianists?
Yes, it kind of started there. We had a wonderful teacher. Her name is Joyce Weintraub Adelson, and she specialized in duo pianism.
Okay.
And her sibling, twin sister, actually concertized as duo pianists, and they were the winner of Munich International Competition. So when my sister and I were given opportunities to compete in duo competition, Joyce started to coach us, and we fell in love with playing ensemble because there was just so much music. Like even Beethoven wrote music originally, all his symphonies for piano four hands. It was just a treasure of repertoire.
We could spend the rest of our life, but still not enough time to learn
Right. We're
what's
always
out
learning.
there. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of time, the amount of practice you have to do to be able to do this. I mean, the synchronization and working together. Like, how often do you practice together and then maybe separately as well?
My sister comes to my studio, which is only about 50 minutes away. We practice at least 3 times a week, and then that time is about 2 to 2.5 hours.
Of course.
And then the rest of the days we just practice solo.
We also-
Technique and just memorization.
And there was a time when we were really focusing on, like for example, competing in international competition, required many hours of practice. So, at that time we were probably practicing 5 to 6 hours a day. But now we are very busy with also teaching. We have a full student studio. And so we divide our time with family, personal time, and teaching and practicing.
A
And
little bit of yoga.
We'll throw in a little relaxation there.
yes, we definitely do that.
But you guys do so much. I mean, you've traveled the world,
Yeah.
participating in these international competitions and winning quite a few of them as well. But also, teaching, like you said, and taking your knowledge and passing it on to the next generation.
And that's important because, we have to build that young audience that's going to be coming to classical music. So one of the things that I enjoy and I'm sure she does too, is to teach young people as well as older people who actually are coming back to classical music. Maybe they were starting to play the piano, but they can continue with it. So they are loving music right now.
Okay.
We do focus on classical music, but Tomoko and I have a love for all kind of music. And so we not just to teach classical, but we teach some jazz and a different type of variety of music. And what we try to do is really outreach to the audience instead of a traditional way of concerts where the performer is just to play and don't really talk to the audience. We really try to stay away from that traditions, but we really speak with the audience and then try to educate them about the works and composers.
And interacting with them.
Yes.
Of course.
And I think
Get them
sometimes,
involved.
oh
Yes.
yes, and program notes sometimes are so hard to read in the dark for a lot of people.
That's
So
right.
we-
It's so
we
difficult
usually-
because you're in a dark room.
Yes. So we usually
Yes.
explain about them and then what we felt about that piece as well. I think it's so important for our audience to know, like, why did we select that piece? You know, how did it affect us? What inspired us? And so as an artist, you have to communicate with them.
And also, speaking of audience, you have a concert coming up here in West Bloomfield at the
Right.
All Seasons. That's on the 14th.
Yes.
It not very public, but it is for the folks there, the residents at that home.
And they appreciate
But,
so much.
We have a concert that is going to be open to the public at the Temple Israel.
Okay.
And that's going to be on the May 15th Sunday at 7:30.
Okay.
And then they can call there, and there's no tickets involved. It's a free concert. So we really like to have everybody come out, and it's just really this local concert. So
Yes.
we'll hope to see everybody there.
And this summer we're traveling to Poland.
To Poland.
Yes.
More international work.
Yes. We're giving concerts in Małchowski Palace in Nałęcz, Poland, and we're going to be participating and teaching at a music festival that my husband started 20 years ago. So we're celebrating Jubilee of 20th year.
That's amazing.
We're bringing some of our friends and
Yeah.
also
Our
students.
mother.
And students and
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
It'll be
Poland,
very
exciting.
I mean, and traveling and doing so much, but still finding time to, teach and also do yoga.
Have a good time.
That's right. That's right.
And gardening.
Well, my thanks again to both of you for
Thank
coming
you.
on to the show today. I really do appreciate it. And also, if you want to see more of their upcoming concerts of the Mack Sisters, go to their website at macksisters.com. You have a list of upcoming concerts there as well, right?
Yes. They can also view our performance on the YouTube, as well as if they go to our website, there are some clips that's linked to that, and so they can see us playing on 2 pianos, on also 1 piano, 4 hands.
Right, and we have our 4 CDs that are available.
That's right, yes.
Yes.
I believe they are the Rhapsody, American Mosaic, Dance Montage, and Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yes, those are the
Correct.
4.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can find those on Amazon, iTunes, and CD
CD
Baby.
Baby.
Yes, CD Baby. So look for those as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes,
Thank
and
you.
this was fun, and I'm so glad you guys came. Once again, the Mack Sisters, ladies and gentlemen, definitely go check them out on their upcoming concerts on their website, and look for other stuff on their coming up on their like I said. So. All right.
We hope to see you
Yes.
and see everybody from this
Yes.
area.
Of course.
Thank you for having
Yes.
us.
Thank you. Thanks for watching a segment of The Splash. To catch the entire show or other segments, watch us on Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T Channel 99. Or look us up online at thesplash.tv and listen to us on WBLD 89.3 The Lakes FM.